On this video, I'm going to talk about how you can run in the snow and ice and the safest ways to do that. There are many reasons why you would need to go out to run in the snow and the ice if you're training for a marathon in the April time. If you've got your weekly targets, your weekly races you need to hit, you're going to have to get out there and do some running. So running in the snow and ice is going to be dangerous at some point, so here are some ways you can help do that. The first thing is footwear. So if you're running in the summertime and there's no ice and snow on the roads, it won't be as slippy. So you're going to have to wear something that's a bit more grippy underfoot. So there's lots of shoes out there. If you check out sportshoes.com, they have a massive selection of shoes you can choose from. I recommend almost looking at trail shoes when it's really snowy or really icy, because they're going to give you the most grip on your feet. There are loads of brands out there that do lots of cool different trail shoes, and I recommend looking at those on the Sports Shoes website and using the code in the description below. The next thing you can do is to pick a route that's going to be easier to run in the snow or the ice. If you're running on roads and pavements, it's going to be difficult because you can see black ice, you might slip, you might fall over, it might be quite dangerous. The best thing to do is find a field or trail paths. If you can run on those field and trail paths, you're going to be likely have a lot more cushioning, or the ground is going to be a lot softer underneath. So when you put your foot down, you're actually going to hit the grass or hit some mud. If you're on the pavements, it's going to be pretty dangerous. You might slip and fall. So focus on picking a route that is beneficial to running in the snow or ice. The next thing is the congestion and traffic on the course itself. So if you're heading out into central London and you're trying to run around the streets, there are going to be lots of people around. This is the same problem when you're running on a normal day, but if you need to stop quickly and there's ice or snow on the road, it's going to be a lot more dangerous. So if you can, make sure you find times of the day where it's less crowded, so you're not having to think about those extra things. So if that means getting up really early or doing something really late to avoid the crowds, you're going to be a lot safer when you get out for your runs. So the next thing is to dress appropriately. So that's pretty obvious. If it's cold outside, you want to put more layers on, but there are things you can do to make sure that you're wearing the correct outfit for running in the snow and ice. Making sure you're wearing bright clothes, making sure you're nice and visible. If it's dark outside and it's slippy, you want to make sure that cars and other people see you coming. Head torches, that's a really great way of doing things if it's dark outside. If you have one, put it in your pocket or wear it on your head, depending on the street lighting around you. Really important to make sure you're dressed appropriately in that way. Obviously, leggings, the correct socks, everything needs to be in play to make sure you're nice and warm in the winter and making sure that you're going to run in the snow and ice in the best way possible. The next thing is running with a friend or a companion. If you're going to run in the snow and ice, it's often a good idea to go out with someone. If you fall or get hurt, having someone close by to help you get the attention you need is really important. So if you can find a friend or companion to go for a run with in the snow and ice, it's often quite a fun experience as well, running through the snow for the first time, being the first person to put your foot on a certain new piece of fresh snow. It's one of the most favourite things that I find when I go for a run in the snow. It keeps it really fresh and it keeps it the conversation going as well when you're on those runs. So if you can get out with a friend, great idea. Another thing is safety. So if you can avoid wearing earphones or have music in your ears on your long runs, you're probably going to be a little bit safer when it comes to those icy and snowy days. And obviously, if it falls out your ear when you're running, you have to fiddle around the snow trying to find your earphone, which isn't the best thing to do. So if you can avoid doing that on these days to make sure you're focused on the task at hand, make sure you're focused on your feet, make sure you're focused on your foot placement, you're going to be a lot safer when you get out for those runs. So that is how to run in the snow and ice. If you have any questions, I'm Matt Woodywood on all the different social media channels, and I hope you enjoy this video.